In the final words of the 45-page criminal indictment of Donald Trump, prosecutor Jack Smith ends the document with the fourth charge against the ex-president, conspiracy against rights. Quote, defendant Donald J. Trump did knowingly combine, conspire, confederate, and agree with co-conspirators, known and unknown to the grand jury, to injure, oppress, threaten, and intimidate one or more persons in the free exercise and enjoyment of a right and privilege secured to them by the Constitution and laws of the United States. That is, the right to vote and to have one's vote counted. Donald Trump is the first president to be charged with section of 241 of Title 18, the U.S. Code, but he's far from the first person charged with it. Now, the section number probably doesn't mean much to anyone, but it is from the first series of Reconstruction-era acts known as the Ku Klux Klan Acts. Some of the first charges brought under this law were over 100 years ago against two elections board officials in Blaine County, Oklahoma. The men were part of a three-person board, and during the 1912 election, they engaged in a conspiracy that, quote, left out of their official canvass all the votes from 11 precincts where the grandfather clause, a Jim Crow-era law to disenfranchise black citizens, had not been zealously enforced. The result was to drop some 1,200 votes, mainly cast by black and Native citizens. The conspiracy led to a narrow loss by a House candidate who should have rightfully won. The law has been used to punish all kinds of intimidation since then, according to the Washington Post, including to prosecute members of the KKK who carried out the 1964 Freedom Summer murders, as well as a 1999 indictment of a KKK member who oversaw the burning of a cross in the front yard of a Puerto Rican man and his Mexican wife. There's even someone waiting to be sentenced under the statute this fall. Back in March, a Trump supporter named Douglas Mackey was convicted of using Twitter to disenfranchise voters in the 2016 election. With the help of a Russian troll farm, Mackey spread misinformation about voting, posting tweets like this one, targeting people of color who supported Hillary Clinton, falsely claiming they could vote by text message. He's awaiting sentencing, that guy. The circumstance that we find ourselves in today, with an ex-president joining that list of people charged under 18 U.S.C. Section 241, is on the one hand unprecedented in the defendant's level of power, the breadth of the offense, and on the other hand, firmly rooted in the ugliest and oldest American tradition, the opposition by any means necessary to the promise of full multiracial democratic equality.